Hello everybody, I hope you are all doing well. Today's video is going to be a review of a fragrance that I received loads of comments telling me to review this fragrance because they are so excited about it, they are so in love with it, or other people that have heard a lot about this fragrance and they would like to know my opinion on it. So today, finally, we are doing the Acqua di Profumo by Giorgio Armani. I got a sample of this fragrance so that I could test it properly. But this is not my first impressions of this fragrance because I have smelt it loads when it first came out on my boss. Acqua di the original one, was my husband's signature fragrance years and years back, more than 10 years ago. Oh my god, I'm so ancient. Anyway, the original Acqua di was released in 1996. This came to the market, the Profumo, in 2015, so last year. Acqua di the original one, actually is a masterpiece. That's why releasing any kind of flanker should really be well calculated, and because my husband really associates himself with this fragrance, he smelt all of the flankers and he didn't like any. He said if they are going to make a fragrance that represents the original Acqua di it should just be stronger, more concentrated without messing up with the notes. And unfortunately, this is what happened with this fragrance, the Profumo. I'm not saying that this is a bad scent. Actually, it has a special character. It personally reminds me of a very traditional kind of soap that we use in Aleppo, in Syria. It is called the bay leaf and olive oil soap. For me, it smells so green and earthy, probably because of the incense and patchouli on the dry down. On myself, it really smells like a very refined, concentrated bay leaf and olive oil soap that we make in Aleppo, and Aleppo is really well known for making this original kind of soap. The opening is kind of fresh. Let me get the notes because I think I forgot. No, but I clearly remember that it doesn't have many notes. The opening contains, I think, bergamot and sea notes. In the middle you have geranium, rosemary, and there is another thing, sage. And in the dry down, as I mentioned, incense and patchouli. So this is not a youthful fragrance. I think if you are over 35, you would love it. Over 30, let's say. But at the same time, it is not a very mature fragrance that you would be able to wear it for very special occasions. I've washed my hands since I applied this fragrance 2 hours ago, and I could still strongly smell it. And the opening was nice because when it opens, it reminds you of Acqua di the original one, but it is not half as rich and complicated as that one. Probably, maybe this one would last longer on the skin, I'm not sure, but this doesn't mean if a fragrance lasts better, it is going to smell better. Acqua di in my opinion, the original one, smells 10 times better. And I'm just going to show you the note breakdown of Fragrantica. So these are all the notes that you are going to get with the Acqua di Profumo. And these are the notes that you will get in Acqua di the original one. However, the dry down of this one is nice. So I assume that this fragrance would last on the skin for 10 hours plus, because I remember we used to work very long hours and I could always smell this fragrance on my boss. It projects really well. However, if I want to address the issue of whether I love this fragrance or not, I don't love it. It has just a whiff to trick you into thinking that it is Acqua di concentrated, the way they did successfully with Hugo Boss Bottled. When they released Boss Bottled Intense, it was great, and I think they are now going to release the Parfum, or the Eau de Parfum, so I'm so excited to try that one. In this case, it is a different scent, and as I said, I've tried the Essenza, I've tried this one, the Profumo. None of them really speaks of Acqua di so accurately. The way I could describe the dry down is that it is earthy, soapy, a bit herbal. And if I smell this on someone, it is definitely not going to be my favorite fragrance. I would say that this person smells okay. If we just want to ignore the advertising, Profumo, Acqua, this is not the case. I would really love that the house of Giorgio Armani would release a fragrance that is a concentrated version of Acqua without sacrificing many of its amazingly blended notes. To sum up, I would suggest that you just stick with the original Acqua and probably top it up with a couple of sprays of this one so that you give it a longer lasting, more sophisticated character, but do not give up on Acqua if it used to be your favorite fragrance. Keep both, but use them in conjunction with each other. Tongue twisted. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed spending time with me and that you found this review helpful. Please stay tuned for next week's video. I think I'm going to review one of two fragrances. Let me know which one you'd like to see first. Chanel Le Homme Sport Eau Extreme, and the other one is Invictus Acqua. I will listen to your comments, and the fragrance that wins is going to be featured next week. So please do not forget to like and subscribe, and I'll speak to you very soon. Until then, please be safe. Bye.